Okay, so there are tons of types of income that are very common. Uh, Pretty much everybody has it at some point in their lives, like wages. Almost everyone has wages at some point in their life where they've earned income from a job as an employee. And then, things like retirement income at some point, and so on and so on. So there's the very common incomes, and then there's some income that is less likely to happen, or unlikely to happen every year. And so this category is called just other income. And so these, I've grouped the three that are talked about on the tax return or the tax exam into one category together. So we've got gambling, unemployment, and disability. Now, the rule you need to understand, according to the IRS and the United States, IRS says all income is taxable. Okay, just go ahead and start with that basic assumption. All income is taxable. If you gained money, you gained something, you gained some sort of financial benefit in the form of money or other terms of wealth, that's taxable. Unless we say so. Okay? The IRS is the only one who is pretty much allowed to say that's not taxable. Okay? Everyone else doesn't get that power. And everything is taxable unless they say no. Okay? There is a list of things they say is not. For example, the most common one I like to point out is life insurance. If your husband or your dad or someone dies and life insurance is paid out, the money that you receive from life insurance is not taxable almost always. I think there are a few exceptions that applies, but pretty much always life insurance not taxable. But the main gist to remember is everything's taxable unless specifically said otherwise. Okay, so gambling's a pretty common one. I would see that one, especially with certain clients. Clients that like to gamble will continue to gamble pretty much all their life. That is a terrible G. It looks like a 6. Let me try that again. So W2G, G for gambling. That is the form that you'll get usually to say they've won a jackpot or whatever. So gambling winnings, any money you win from gambling, whether it's the lottery or it's from slots or poker or dice in the hallway, whatever it is, technically that's taxable, and you should be reporting that. Okay, so gambling winnings do need to be reported. Other than that, don't stress too much about the concept of gambling. Just know it's income like any other. Unemployment. When you get paid unemployment compensation, so if you lose your job, you get laid off, and you have to file for unemployment, that also counts as income. It is taxable, absolutely taxable. Okay, so usually we get a form called 1099-G, G for government in this case, not gambling. But 1099-G, which basically says we gave them unemployment compensation of this amount. So usually you'll receive one of those from the, if it were in Texas, so it should be the Texas Workforce Commission, also known as TWC. Okay, and then disability income. So if you have some sort of insurance or something like that that gives you disability payments, that is also, once again, taxable. There's no exclusion for that. You still have to pay your taxes on that. You do not get out just because you're disabled. So they will tax you. That is pretty much all you need to know about those three things, that they are taxable. You will need to input them into the system, yada, yada, yada. The questions that deal with those, gambling is number 25, unemployment number 11, and disability number 20. Okay, those three questions are really, really simple. You should have no problem answering those after this video.